Hi everyone, it's Nadia and today I'm going to walk you through step by step how to draw a realistic eyebrow with the graphite pencil. I'm going to use this eye drawing from my previous tutorial and add the eyebrow right here. Here's the reference, you can grab it from the video description if you want to follow along. Let's place our eyebrow above the eye. In terms of length, it usually extends a bit further than the corners of the eye. Here it's about half an eye's width on each side. Now our eyebrow has a nice dynamic shape. The beginning and the end sits on the same level. You can check that by holding your pencil horizontally. If we divide the brow into 3 equal parts, the highest point or the peak usually falls around 2/3 of the way. Let's outline the eyebrow. Don't press hard, these lines are just guides for hair flow and length. Now let's create direction of the hair in the eyebrow. We won't draw every single hair, just a few ones to mark the main flow lines. At the beginning here, hairs go upward. And slightly outward. In the middle, they curve gently towards the tail. And at the tail, hairs angle more horizontally or slightly downwards. Think of the eyebrow like a soft wave. Direction gradually changes from inner to outer edge. Now start layering strokes. I'm using a 2B pencil with a sharp point. Draw short, quick strokes in the direction of hair growth. Very pressure light at the base. Don't fill everything in evenly. Leave gaps. Real brows have space between hairs. At this stage, what we really want is to simply fill in the space inside the outline. Keep your strokes light and flexible. Don't focus on copying every tiny detail. Instead, aim to capture the rhythm and movement of the eyebrow. That way, you'll end up with something that has character and reflects your own vision, not just a photocopy of the reference. If you're not confident with the strokes yet, you can practice drawing a few hair textures on the side first. Use quick, confident movements. Start lightly at the base of each stroke and lift your pencil towards the end to create a natural taper. Now let's apply an even layer of shading to build a darker value. I'm going to use a softer pencil, 4B. Use the side of the pencil lead to gently cover the eyebrow with graphite. Now I will work a little bit on the skin, so our eyebrow is the part of the same face. And after that, I'm going to blend it lightly to smooth out the tone and unify the surface. Here I have my napkin and working in light circular movements. Now let's build volume and texture. Let's add more layers with a softer pencil. I'm using 4B. I'm adding more hair on the top, downwards. At this stage, we're building volume and texture. In the previous layer, we created the base, that soft layer kind of like a shadow underneath the brow. Now we'll start adding bolder strokes to form the actual hairs and give the brow its dimension. To make the hair look realistic, keep your strokes fine and controlled. Use overlapping strokes and avoid drawing neat rows of identical hairs. Natural eyebrows always have a bit of irregularity. So I need to add more darker value in the brow. To do that, I'm going to apply more shading layer. What I'm doing here is covering the entire brow with one even layer to slightly darken the overall value and fill in any gaps that right now appear much lighter. If you look at the reference and squint, you'll notice that my brow is still too light. So I keep building up the shading gradually and focus on defining the dark value until the brow looks fuller and more balanced. After finishing the darkening layer, I move on to defining the details. Here I strengthen some of the fine hairs and add small accent where needed, placing bolder strokes in the spots where the hair overlap or cross each other. You notice that I keep repeating 3 main steps: drawing individual hairs, adding even layers of shading, and blending. I switch between these depending on what the drawing needs at each time. The short hair strokes help build volume and structure. The shading layers define the values and bring unity to the overall shape. And the blending softens everything, creating a smooth, realistic texture and tying all the elements together. That's it, our realistic eyebrow is finished. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you drew along with me and would like to share your work, you're welcome to join my Telegram chat. I'd love to see your drawings there. And if you enjoyed this lesson, feel free to share it and check out my other tutorials for more portrait studies.